Back to Taylor Stadium, LindseyWilson victorious here this afternoon, 24-21, and visiting with LindseyWilson football coach Chris Oliver, Bluegrass Division championship. Coach, tell you what, that's what's supposed to happen when you have two 9-0 teams coming at one another. It's supposed to be that type of game, and we lived up to the billing.
Yeah, it was a great football game. Just two very evenly matched teams, and we said that ahead of time, and it proved to be true. And we just didn't think they were going to go away. It felt like we had a couple opportunities to separate there at the end of the second quarter, and the beginning drive of the third quarter, we have one of the longest drives of the year for us from a time standpoint. And we fumble it inside the 5, and that just can't happen. And good teams aren't going to go away, aren't going to roll over. And Cumberlands is a very good football team. And they weren't going to give up. They fought back, and they made us earn it. And it could have gone either way at the end. And we made just a few more plays than they did.
When you're up 10 with about 5 minutes to go in the game, I got to think that you felt pretty good about your position. Cumberland's battled back. As far as the defense goes, coming down the stretch there, did you change things up a bit? Because it was stymieing Cumberlands throughout the better part of the second and third and even in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I just think that our defense came up big in certain spots, but there were some spots where we just weren't happy. Obviously the first drive of the game, first couple of drives of the game, then we settled in and played such better football. And we said that if they were going to have to beat us through the air, then so be it. And they did on that next to last drive. They went down the field throwing the ball, and we didn't defend it well. And so we adjusted on the last drive. We started playing a little bit more cover one than a too high look, and bringing more pressure. And we got to the quarterback a couple times there right at the end, right before that field goal attempt. We got to the quarterback and got them behind the chains at least a time or two. But it's really tough to defend mobile quarterbacks who can then throw the ball and put the ball down the field. We had two of those quarterbacks on the field today, and we were fortunate to be able to make just enough plays there to get out of it.
Third down efficiency today, 10 of 18, and that's I know there was a few down the stretch that they had a couple of stops. Of course, you were trying to keep the clock rolling, obviously, but against a defense like that, it's really, really good.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. A day on offense, you look at the stat sheet. It's it's the least yards we've had all year. We didn't make those big plays today. I think you'll find that our first down efficiency was probably pretty solid. Obviously, third downs we did outstanding there. Just didn't make those big plays, and then you have a turnover inside the 5-yard line. You think about. We have that drop there at the end of the second quarter. If we don't have that drop, and even if we don't score, that's probably a 40, 50-yard play to set us up to score and go into half. That takes the wind out of the sails. If you don't fumble inside the 5, those things happen. And unfortunately, we didn't make those plays. We could have probably had the game separate a little bit and maybe give us a little bit of breathing room. And then I don't think we've ever had a game in our 10 years here where there's been so many difficult clock management decisions at the end of the game. There were a lot of difficult decisions for me today as the head coach there at the end of the game when we think about going forward on fourth down. And we would love to punt, try to pin them inside the 10. At the same time, if we get a first down there, it's game over. They never touch the ball again. In the words of Herm Edwards, you play to win the game. We played to win, and we didn't have that one go for us, but we still knew they were going to have to drive the field. Our defense came up big, so it's a great team win.
What was the sideline like when the fumble occurred? You feel like you're going to punch it in and go up by 2 scores, and all of a sudden you have to turn back around. Yeah. The emotion on that sideline had to be unbelievable.
Well, it's just dejecting. I don't think we thought the sky was falling, but everyone was disappointed. It was such a methodical drive. It was just like, it was not our usual drive, because usually we're dink, and then hit the big play. And this was one that we were just eating up clock and just moving the chains and doing it that way. And it just felt like this is going to end with points for sure, and we didn't come away there. So, yes, it's dejecting. It's disappointing, but I didn't feel panicked. I did not feel like the sideline was panicked. I didn't feel like we were feeling like the sky was falling. But obviously in that moment, it's very disappointing in turn of events.
You talked about the last couple of weeks about this team having to face adversity. Well, they faced it at times today. no doubt about it. And how do you feel like? What would you give your guys? What kind of grade would you give them?
Well, I think it was great. I think it was an A+. You got to play great team football when you get conference championship type games, playoff type games. If you have one aspect of your team that doesn't show up, you're probably not getting them 1-0 on that one day. But I think just a microcosm. You look at the first half. You look at we did not play well on defense the first drive. They broke a long run. We come back, we get a score. It wasn't kind of a pretty offensive drive. They go and score again. It's since 14-7. For us to be able to go into half for 21-14, they got the ball first. They scored first. I thought we handled that adversity in the first half great. You go into halftime feeling pretty good about your effort in the first half, having faced that adversity, having faced a team that got the ball first, scored first, and all those things. So those things that we've been concerned about as coaches and haven't had a whole lot, they were there in front of us today, and I thought our kids handled it really well.
Division champs, how's that feel?
Feels great. Third time in program history. There were some guys here today that were on that 2014 team that came back and were on the sideline and watching that. And, then 2017 and now this year. It's kind of crazy to think we've been undefeated in the regular season in the last 3 years. And I told the guys that they don't hear me talk about our overall record a whole lot. Never mention it. So real quick there, I told them, hey, we went 1-0 today, but we're 10-0. We're 10-0, and there's a little bit of a reaction right there. They're not used to hearing that from me. Feels great. Our kids have earned it. It's just been an outstanding team to work with. We're going to have a big challenge again next week. We know that. And we know that every team that gets to make the playoffs is going to be a very challenging team. But we're excited about what our guys have achieved throughout the regular season this year. It's a heck of an accomplishment, and credit goes to our kids.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Bruce.